¿Por qué no los dos? Andre Cordova.
I'm back and I'm better, Zaria.
And welcome to Sabotage. Hi, Zaria.
Hello.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I see you've returned with a new pair of tits.
I have returned sooner than I thought. Well, sooner than we thought, actually.
Yeah.
Because the last time I did mention that I was getting them done in Thailand in January. And here I am with a new set of tits.
In October.
Yes. Yeah. Look, I couldn't wait. If I'm being for real. I could not wait. The money difference wasn't really a thing. Like, I just kind of went ahead with it.
I heard you had to give up a few things.
I had to quit nicotine for one. Like, the vapes and the cigarettes gone.
Yeah.
But funny enough, actually, I did pretty well. I stopped vaping, like, cold turkey, done.
Yeah.
And cigarettes, I kind of like gradually stopped. And then I had to not eat garlic for a month.
Why? Because you're a vampire now? What the fuck?
No. God, no. It's because it increases blood clots in the surgery. Yeah. So I was like, well, that's a bit odd. Like celery and garlic, but garlic out of all things.
Yeah.
And I'm Asian. So like, you put garlic in everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Even when you go to the GP, they tell you, just have some garlic.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be healthy for you.
Allegedly.
Had to stop it. Yeah, it was sad. But I'm back on it, so it's fine. Even though I vouched I wasn't going to. But I did. I've had some stressful days.
Yeah.
Recovery is a big process.
Well, how recent was it?
It was 2 weeks and 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I got done on Wednesday 2 weeks ago.
Based off your stories, I was like, damn, she's already recovering? That's quick.
Yeah, no. Well,
It's like a week?
For 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised how good I'm feeling because, I mean, everyone recovers differently at their own pace. But, like, shockingly, I'm already back at work on light duties, not at the club, but bartending. And I'm feeling good. Like, they're already dropping and fluffing and it's 2 weeks.
Your body was ready.
I think so. Yeah.
I think you were so like mentally manifesting that readiness for new tits.
100%.
Yeah.
That it like drops quickly and fluffs out. So
it's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I haven't called my nurse and I'm kind of worried, but I mean, like, I don't know what it's supposed to feel like when they drop and fluff. And I almost passed out from changing my tape the other day. Yeah. So I have to wear this like Fixo-Mal stretch tape for 6 weeks, and I almost passed out changing it like literally the other night. And it's not because the incisions look bad. I think it's just from stressing out that I like didn't want to pull on the stitch. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It's scary.
Well, was any of it painful after the fact?
I think it was more uncomfortable.
I think it's important to mention real quick. Look, do what feels right for you and your body. You don't necessarily have to go down the line of, any kind of body
No.
changes. Fucking, what's it called?
Huh. I know what you're talking about,
Plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Because
like an augmentation sort of thing.
Love yourself as you are.
Absolutely.
And then go from there.
Yeah, like I feel
don't
like
do it in order to
impress.
Try and make yourself,
Exactly right. Like I feel like you have to be doing, actually funny that you have to go through a psych quiz.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they make you fill out a psych quiz to see if you are getting it done for the right reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That is, I'd say that's necessary for sure.
I think so too.
Especially in a society that's constantly making women feel shit about their bodies.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it done for you and only you. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that cute? So the subject today is bisexuality. Yeah.
I like that topic.
I'm
excited to talk about it.
Little Miss Bi from last time, you casually mentioned it, and I was like, oh, let's discuss it further.
Yeah.
So, all right. When did you know?
Oh, good question. Look, in all realness, when we hit that age of like watching porn, you know, and you just start searching out things and seeing things and widening the horizons, and you kind of just get a little bit more interested. And like, look, I watched more lesbian porn, like scissoring, than I did with hetero. Yeah, no, I'm being for real.
You know, no, I see that for you. That checks out.
Yeah, so that was kind of like what got me sparked up about it. And then I had met other girlfriends as well that would openly talk about it at the club. But like they were very, very what's the word? Strong believed about like bisexual and hetero and all those things to do with that. So she was very, very heavy bisexual, like very much in there. Like she was very, what's the word? No. Like, you know how people are confused? Yes. And then there's people that do know.
Very sure in
Yes,
herself.
that's it. She's very sure. Yeah.
They know who they are.
Yes, exactly right. Like they're not sitting here saying that, you know, they're bisexual to make guys like them.
Yeah.
Because they're actually bisexual. Yeah.
And we're going to get into all that, that's for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I knew slightly before, but I didn't have the words for it.
Okay.
You know? So like in primary school, I
yeah.
could tell that I was like attracted to some other boy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what that meant or what that was. And I had the pressure of people around me being like, Andre and this other girl who I'm not going to name, they like each other.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, what?
what are you talking
And
about?
also, she was like the popular girl in primary school.
Oh.
She was like tall. She had a growth spurt. She was
Okay.
blonde, pretty.
Yeah.
And I was always confused. And I was just like internally thinking to myself that I like this boy though.
Yeah.
It wasn't until high school that I learned what being gay was.
Yeah.
And in that respect, it was treated as something negative.
Yeah.
Because Western Sydney,
It
all
was
boys
very
school.
like taboo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they would use it as an insult. So it was a very conflicting time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, so that's like, I knew a little bit before and then I got into the porn.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I hit the age and then got into it, especially being in the clubs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
How early were you in the clubs, bitch? What the fuck?
Damn, not that early. But being surrounded by girlfriends all the time and then like, you know, you're dancing with them, getting naked with them and like
Yeah.
doing all these shows with them. Like I remember
I wish I'd had that with guys.
it's like your own little party.
Yeah.
It's literally like your own little party.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I did a lesbian duo show. Oh my gosh. I had the best time.
Oh.
The best time. Yeah. So like I
love
kind of
that.
realized more
Yeah.
when I got into the scene of it because I'm like always surrounded by women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. So I was
Whereas I
like,
had to deal with fucking like closeted bi guys.
yeah, that's
And like bi curious.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In high school and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, there was a guy literally down the road from me, just like across the road, who late high school
Right.
started to make a move on me.
Come out. Yeah.
But what's crazy about it is that with him and a few other guys, I was so oblivious
Yeah.
to their interest in me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't pick up on the cues.
No.
Oh.
Look, girl, I was I was like,
So you're in denial. You're in denial.
I was neurodivergent from birth.
Yeah, okay,
I'm one
yeah.
of those rarer cases where it was like, I was undiagnosed with a lot of things. And I was very much busy dealing with my home life as well.
Yeah.
Which was not a nice story, you know,
Yeah.
growing up abused and stuff.
Yeah.
So I genuinely, for the longest time, could not pick up on when a guy was
like
flirting with me,
yeah.
interested, hitting on me, literally anything.
Wow.
Yeah, and I also had no self-esteem and no self-confidence.
Yeah.
So I didn't view myself as something that was
Like-
like attractive.
Yeah. That like
So-
you deserved someone to be like lusted after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there were quite a few guys who were like curious or wanting to potentially experiment or whatever, and
Yeah.
I just missed a lot of it.
Male and female labels in that sense go through different experiences of it because
Yes.
like the way it was so easy for me, but then you went through high school and it was just so hard for you. Like it's so weird to think that men
Make it harder for themselves.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they make it hard for us as well because
Yes.
like they look at you and think that's disgusting, but then they look at women and think
it's hot.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's how is that a thing?
Because it comes down to the male gaze and what they find sexually attractive, and that's why they deem it permissible. But then as soon as it's real in terms of dating somebody who's bisexual,
Yeah.
that's when they have an issue with it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I could talk days about this. The second that you bring it up in a relationship, it's weird.
Yes.
I think I had two previous partners, one currently and one before. And when I brought it up, they were kind of like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about that."
yeah.
Like, and it's just like, well, you wouldn't have known the difference even if I didn't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, if I can guarantee you that if I brought in another girl and didn't tell you that I was bisexual, you would have been like, hell yeah. But the second that I tell you I'm bi, you're like, oh no, my ego.
Yeah.
You're going to love a woman more than me.
Which is so insane because, like, listen, I think we all go through that immature, uneducated phase regarding bisexuality because for a while, once upon a time, I did have that insecurity with bi guys that I couldn't give them what a woman does. Understandable when you don't know much about it, and we can easily blame our education system for that.
Yes.
Because it is garbage trash and they don't teach you shit about anything. So it's only permissible to a certain extent though.
Yes.
And I think that especially as an adult, if you haven't come across it yet, okay, but the internet exists.
Don't be closed-minded about it though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
just be
definitely,
open to learning.
Absolutely. Like, be educated into learning something else of someone else's like feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
I think as women especially, the men make it. The
men.
The men are doing things and it's not cool.
No.
And like they always fucking sexualize it with you.
Massively. I remember when I had the conversation coming out to being bisexual with someone that I was seeing, and like he elaborated on the fact that it would be hot and sexy, but he was more worried that like I was going to enjoy it more with the girl, and he's like, oh, well, you could fall in love with the chick. And it's like, why do you have to put your insecurity and project it onto me for something that you're worried about?
It's like, well, you could fall in love with another man
Absolutely.
too.
Yeah. I'm like, you could come... Wait.
I'm saying you.
Yeah. But that made me think about the dudes that take rimmies.
That take what?
That are straight dudes that have rimmies, like from women.
Yeah.
Yeah, like isn't that like a little bit like fruity as well? Like,
well, no, that's the thing because, all right, this is the misunderstanding, the misconception people have.
Okay.
And I've been hearing it since like high school. If a guy does anything to do with like the ass, for example, then that makes it gay. That's not how it works.
Okay.
Because that's just sexual pleasure. If it's with another man, sure, that makes it gay. But if it's with a woman, that's still fucking straight.
That makes sense, actually.
Because it's like having to do anything with sexual pleasure is not inherently straight or gay.
Yeah.
It's your body. You can do what you fucking want with it that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
But if you're involving someone else in that process, then you can start to label it that way.
Yeah.
Guys that get rimmed by girls, that's still fucking straight because it's with
actually,
a fucking girl.
That's actually that's true. I didn't think about it that way because now coming to the realization that I've actually had previous partners that do that sort of stuff, but like have never like thought about another guy intimately without me. You know what I mean?
Without you?
Yeah, without me.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't make it gay. It doesn't make it gay because it's with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
they're not thinking about a man doing it either.
No.
Like,
it's like, oh, my, like the girl that they obviously in love with or like find sexually attractive is doing it. Like that's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I take it back.
It's just been stigmatized. That's what it is.
No, it is. Yeah. It's a huge thing though. Like it's massive.
Oh yeah, it's so ridiculous and incredibly annoying how men make it harder on themselves for their own enjoyment, for their own pleasure, and cause that upon everyone else too. But like to expand on this topic, say for example, the way that someone might get drunk and make out with someone of the same sex. Just because you make out or do whatever with someone one time doesn't make you fucking gay. It's just like, relax.
No, that's true though, because like, but like my sister's not bi and she will get drunk and then make up with her girlfriends, but she doesn't turn around and go claim that she's gay or that she's bi. Yeah. Because it doesn't know.
There is such thing as having fun and allowing yourself to have fun. In saying that, don't go playing with people's feelings. Don't go.
Because you're unsure of your own.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
If it's a circumstance where you're in denial about your own feelings towards the same sex, that's a different story. But otherwise, there is such thing as like having fun because sexuality is a spectrum.
Yes. Yeah.
In my experience, just like living on this earth, with bisexual people, they may want to have sex with you, but they don't necessarily want to date you. Yeah. Because of your gender. Okay. It's a little weird. Yeah. I get it. But also, I think it's influenced by society and societal expectations. Yeah. So what tends to happen is bi guys will date women
But actually
But-
be into both.
They'll be into both, but like they'll end up cheating and looking for guys to fuck them.
Yeah. It's kind of like a mask.
Yes.
You know, like they're masking.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be able to acknowledge where you are on that spectrum and be real about it, because otherwise you will end up cheating on your
absolutely.
partner.
Yeah.
And that's not to lean into the harmful stereotype of bisexual people just wanting everybody. This is just like in terms of men specifically. Like I couldn't tell you the number of bi guys who have hit me up because they want me to fuck them,
Right.
and
But
they
they're
have
in
girlfriends.
Yeah.
Even if they don't, they'll want to have this ongoing thing with me, but they're too scared to actually
get
pursue
involved. Yeah.
a relationship.
To make it official. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're worried about what
'Cause
everyone
it's
else
a
is going to
stigma.
think. Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. But yeah, that is a huge thing. I think for females it's a little bit different as well.
So what's your take on like from your experience with women?
Well, like for me personally, and I'm being completely honest about this openly, I am into men and I'm into women, but I love to hang around women and I love to have fun with women and I love to do both with both genders.
Yeah.
But dating in more of an aspect I would do with men now than I would with women. Not because of a stigma, only because of the things that I would want in my life as well.
Yeah.
So like seeing my sister have kids and there's always adoption and there's everything like that. But
Surrogacy, IVF, all that stuff. Yeah,
exactly right. Like there's all of this, but I haven't thought of it quite yet. Like I'm still quite young and I think maybe in a time it'll reach that. But for this very moment, I don't see myself dating women.
Yeah.
But I love them both ways.
I think something that's important to remember is just because you would do something one way doesn't mean everyone else will.
No, yes. Let's make this important. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just because you feel a type of way and I feel a type of way doesn't make it wrong or right.
Yes.
It's how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
and
I agree.
ultimately, like what someone else does in terms of how they pursue their relationships does not affect you.
No.
Unless they're trying to like steal your boyfriend.
It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah. So just remember that.
Absolutely. Stay in your place. Stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane, bitch.
100%. No.
Stop swerving.
That is such an important thing to put out there. 100%.
Yeah.
Don't think anyone's trying to take your place, Queen. I don't like to date. Like I haven't dated for 4 years. I think I just find myself in situationships.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are men. A lot of them are men.
They're very good at that.
Yeah, but I feel like all the girlfriends that I have don't date either. Like
Right.
I don't like. I'm not saying I could not see myself dating a girl. Like I probably could if I felt like it was
Like if it just
gonna shoot
happened.
up. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Like it's the same with men.
Yeah.
Like if it flows, it flows. You know what I mean? But I don't think I've had that connection, and I think
it'd be so cute if you did.
I think so too. I actually wonder what kind of like. Because I mix between femme and mask, like the girl sort of thing.
Yeah.
So like I dress streetwear all the time, but then there's like recently I've just like found myself wearing skirts and like cardigans and stuff and like being real girly. Yeah, it's like I switch between both.
But that's why I was saying earlier, like, I prefer hearing a woman's take on this because God knows we've heard enough of men talking. But like, I think I've hooked up with enough bi guys to know what they're about. Like, yeah. Look, I can understand the stigma associated with it and the pressure, but a lot of it just comes back to the patriarchy and what they're doing to themselves. Yeah. It's like learn to relax a little bit and like what you like.
Yeah.
So we aren't all copping shit for it. But regarding the stereotypes, with men, the whole thing was like, saying that you're bisexual is the next step to being gay.
No.
Well, yeah, not realistically, but like, I think the unfortunate side of it is that a lot of gays do use being
like
bi as like the transition into coming out.
Okay. But I mean, it could be the middle man of like figuring out what you're into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it absolutely is. I almost see it as a way of like biding time.
Yeah.
To just sort yourself out.
Yeah.
It's understandable why people would say, I'm bi when they're actually gay. In the process of coming out, because it's more palpable for their parents.
Yeah.
For whomever they're coming out to.
I feel like it's equally as accepted as well to say you're bi rather than just straight out gay.
It holds out hope that they're going to end up with a woman.
Exactly right. Yeah, no.
So that's why that exists.
It's like a, which side are they going to choose? Yeah, sort of thing.
Because I know that that's what my boyfriend did. He initially told his parents that he was bi.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then I
think at some point told him, no, I'm actually gay.
I think I'm going to lose hope, with men eventually. Like, it just gets to that point.
They just suck too much.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I value women a lot more than men. Just because they're not fucking dumb. Like, they get it. Like, the girls, they get it.
Girls get it.
Get it. Yes. And like, on an emotional aspect as well. Like, I feel like when I talk to women that care about me and that I care about them, it's a lot more comforting and calming to be in that
space.
Yeah.
It's emotional maturity.
Absolutely. To talk it out. And it's just so much nicer to feel heard and seen from like the same gender that understands you. Because I feel like time and time again with men don't understand. Like, there is guys out there that I've seen great relationships.
Yeah.
Amazing. And
secure in themselves,
absolutely.
Emotionally intelligent, educated.
But like, honestly, 90% of y'all have got it going on. Like, they need to work it out or something. Yeah. And I think that's why, also a lot of women seek into other women.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot to do with emotional things as well. Like, for the women that are celibate, that just go for emotional stability with other women.
For that connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference in how they feel about genders. That also had a lot to do with it. Like, I seeked a lot of my issues into women. Yeah. I hate men. Like,
same. Same girl.
I genuinely hate men. Like, but for the ones that are in my life, I love you guys.
Yeah.
But
no, here's the thing. I want to make this point right now. You won't be offended or give a shit if you know that it doesn't apply to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Literally have the critical thinking to be like, you know what? I know that I'm not a shit cunt.
Yes.
So her saying I hate men doesn't need
apply.
the fucking disclaimer of not all men. Because fuck you. Yes, all men. All men until proven otherwise. Fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I agree.
It's incredibly infuriating. Something that I get as well is like, anytime I criticize guys, they're like, but you're a man. What? So men can't fucking criticize their own gender?
No, yeah.
Bro, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. I think it's a lot saying as well that it's so funny how, like, women feel comfortable around gays.
Yeah, it's very telling.
Yeah, than straight guys. Like, that says a lot as well.
My bestie, actually, she's bi.
Yeah.
Miss Irene. Yes, and she's engaged and about to get married.
Wait.
Real quick.
To a guy or a girl?
To a guy. But
yes,
she dated the worst men.
Right.
For like ages. And I kept telling her like, oh, you can do better.
Yeah.
Stop settling.
Yeah.
Why are you dating your rebound? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Then she met this guy and like, he's great. He's the first one who's a decent human being. He seems lovely for her. But she's the only person I know who would get together, move in, get engaged, get pregnant, and is now getting married in the same year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In the same year?
It all happened this year, bitch.
Gonna be like,
she's getting married next month.
What? I want to be at that stage. Oh,
crazy.
That is insane.
She's
in a
unhinged.
year.
Yeah.
She must have like a golden vagina or something. Like, she must.
I never thought about it because I never wanted to.
No. That's so valid.
Yeah.
So valid.
Yeah.
But like, girl.
She's crazy. We love her, but she's crazy.
You know
she's
what?
cuckoo
It's
crazy.
for the plot,
For the plot.
I think it's for the plot. Good for her, but congratulations, queen.
Crazy girl.
Yeah, crazy girl. That is insane. I love that though. I love spontaneous love. No, I love that so much.
But no, they seem great for each other, so
yeah.
I'm not worried. I was at first. I was a little bit pissed that I found out from her fucking Instagram that she got engaged before fucking telling me. I was not happy about that.
That's how I found out about one of my girlfriend's engagement just recently. And I just, like, she just sent me an invitation for her engagement party invite. And I was like, oh, am I getting to that age? Like, where I'm getting old enough to go to weddings?
But that happens from early on. Because it's been, like, imprinted on society and, like, pressuring people to get married young.
Yeah.
And have babies as soon as possible.
Yes.
Because capitalism, we need your babies as workers. Like, it's a whole thing.
That's so, what?
That's the reality of it.
Oh my God.
That's why it exists. We have this, like, working class who live in a cost of living crisis.
Yeah, okay.
And can't afford to have kids, but you know, the government and people who have money, they want you to have kids anyway. They won't do anything to actually support you in doing that other than providing these like meaningless financial incentives to what is ultimately an unreasonable cost. Kids are incredibly expensive.
They are.
You're constantly replacing their fucking clothes. You're sending them through schools and buying them all sorts of shit. And they're just the worst. So like, why would you want to anyway? My God. And to even raise one that's like a decent human being
in
is
this
so
day
difficult.
and age.
Yeah.
With the people they're surrounded by.
If you manage to find a way to do everything right, you have other people who can fuck them up.
Influence it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Fuck it. Like,
take it from someone that knows. We know.
We know.
It was fucked before the system even became fucked.
Exactly.
Like, honestly.
My God.
Traditional love, where you have to be like married to a dude and have kids by this age, get married before you have kids and all that sort of stuff. And then like, the second that like bi and any other label that came into play, it became like a massive issue for everyone.
Yeah.
That is so fucked up.
Well, like half the argument for being against the gays is like religious based in terms of reproduction.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, because two men can't reproduce. Fucking, there's enough people making babies.
There is enough adoption kids. Like in foster care.
There's kids in fucking foster care.
Absolutely.
You should have to have a license to have a kid, full stop. Because too many abusive parents exist, too many fucked up people exist.
Absolutely.
That they should not be having kids. And yet to adopt one is so much more rigorous and demanding compared to literally just making one.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, because they can pop out babies like that. But the second you want to adopt one, it's like all of these like things you got to go through.
All these fucking like hurdles.
Yes. Yeah.
Society, the government really has gotten so paranoid about reproduction, about birth rates and all this stuff that they are trying to force women into having children by creating abortion laws.
Oh, wait, like in America?
The US especially?
Yes, yeah.
But also there's like... I think
different
Queensland
states.
here or something.
No way.
They're going to try...
and take down the abortion rate. Like where you can't get abortions.
They're trying to take away abortion rights from women.
This is new news to me. I actually haven't heard this. I knew it was in America, massively in the US, in certain states.
Well, Australia's America's lapdog. So do not be surprised if they soon attempt to start taking away your reproduction rights.
I'm so against that, if I'm being for real. Like, I feel like you should be able to have an abortion whether like you like it.
Of course, it's your body. You should be able to do what you fucking want with it.
Do you own my vagina? No.
And the fact that it's always men who are making these decisions.
Oh, wait. No, you're so right.
Yeah.
You were so right.
It's always men.
You know, this is just like every time we speak, I'm kind of just like more and more aware of like how
fucked up the world is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to my life.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I hide in like a rock, like a hermit crab, and then like I come out and like all these topics, and I'm like, whoa, this is actually more fucked up than I thought.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
The sad thing about it is abortion will still happen. It'll just happen in more dangerous ways.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
No,
pretty
it's
much
anything. Or like, even,
and it makes it more difficult. Like people have to travel to another state to get an abortion, and this includes children who have been raped. This includes literally anyone who is not wanting or ready to have a fucking baby that is just gonna end up in fucking foster care anyway, in a fucking orphanage.
That's like
bro, are you volunteering to look after it?
No.
If not, stop pressuring people to have the goddamn baby.
Yeah, especially about when women are raped, unfortunately, and they do fall pregnant and they have to have that. In the US, from what I've heard, oh my goodness, that is messed up. That is so messed up.
There are so many variables to consider, again, because life is complex, and there are even women who simply have complications for pregnancy and childbirth.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if you have this baby, it'll kill you. But it's illegal to...
to have this baby like aborted.
Even doctors won't intervene despite the fact that it will fucking kill you.
Yeah, okay.
Because of the laws. Because they could end up in prison for attempting to assist you with a medical emergency because even that does not constitute a reason to have an abortion.
No, this is actually messed up.
It's so fucked. You know what, girl, if you need me to push you down the stairs, I'll do it.
I I will sucker punch you in the gut 10 times if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I will push you down the stairs. Fuck it.
Bitch isn't even alive.
Oh
Fuck
my
off.
God. No, but
It's not
what
sentient.
about the people that talk about like, oh, but like it's alive?
No, it's not.
It's
We live in a day and age with fucking information and science, but you are deliberately ignoring that. You are deliberately just throwing that away.
Yeah.
Because of your beliefs.
Yeah.
And because you want to assert those beliefs onto others.
It's another thing.
Fuck
just
you.
because they believe in something doesn't necessarily make it like...
Just make it true.
Yeah.
It comes down to the individual.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Their circumstances, what is their situation.
Yeah.
It is their life. And ultimately it does not fucking affect you.
No.
So leave them alone.
Literally. This Prosecco is really good, by the way. This is really good.
You're welcome. So I got this. You'll notice, all right, so Vlado's episode is the first one of season 4.
Yeah.
And I got a really
miss
cheap
him
bottle
so
of wine
much.
that I didn't even buy. Because
This is how much Andre loves me.
Yes, that's the point of this. I got a nice bottle because it's Zaria. Sorry, Vlado. Listen, he was meant to show up in season 3.
Okay.
And then he bailed on me last minute. So I wasn't convinced he would in season 4. And that's why I didn't even pay for the bottle.
Oh, my days.
Yeah.
Oh, my days. That's why you got a cheap bottle of wine.
But next time he's on, I'll buy
We
a
should so
bottle.
do a collab session. You know how funny it would be to have both me and Vlado here.
Yeah, we got to find a way to make it work. Because the last time I had 3 people on the couch, it wasn't
hectic.
ideal, a bit hectic.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we need like a format for that. Maybe
Some sort
others.
of, yeah. I Ubered here, so I didn't drive this time. So I can happily have this and still go out.
Okay. Oh, isn't that fun how we managed to transition into
I know,
things
just
like
abortions.
abortion. Yeah.
Just our conversation, just like,
But for real.
Yeah.
Like, women, you deserve the fucking right to your own bodies.
Absolutely.
And please fight against any man who thinks otherwise.
literally sucker punch him in the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kick him in the dick.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's so fucking easy for them because by extension, it's always the men who are like, oh, you should tie your tubes if we're not going to have any more kids. Right?
Ew.
Which is an invasive and dangerous procedure.
Absolutely.
When you can just get a fucking vasectomy.
Yeah. Why can't they? Why does it always have to be the women? I don't understand.
They view women as subhuman.
Ugh.
It's like women have been treated as less than human for fucking ages.
Oh, yeah. No, we have.
Yeah.
100% we have.
So, of course, they're like, oh, no, for my comfort, because I'm a man, you should be doing this to your body.
How is that, like, in a fairness way?
It's not fair.
It's not, because we
No.
have to push a baby.
Yeah. You're the one carrying it too. It's like,
Yeah. And then, like, what? You want my tubes to get tied because you don't want to get
Snipped.
surgery done for your
Penis.
balls. Yeah.
Which is like reversible as well.
Oh, yeah, no, because you can get it. Yeah, that's right, it is.
Yeah.
I actually hate that sort of thing, how women are viewed weaker than men.
And
Like,
yet you're literally physically stronger for being able to bear a child and push it out.
Oh, yeah. If I were to ask my partner right now and be like, get on that pole, there's no way. There's no way. But I can assure you that he'll flex in any mirror and be like, my muscles are bigger than yours. I'm like,
They love, oh my God, every time I go to the gym, there's always someone flexing in the locker room.
you go to the gym.
Yeah.
I have so much anxiety. I cannot go to the gym.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
I actually have the worst anxiety.
I used to get that with the gym. But
No.
yeah, my desire to, achieve the body I wanted
That's why
is
your
stronger.
ass is so fat.
Yeah.
But I just had to tell everybody.
Literally. Yeah.
Secret.
Oh, it's fun. I know that there is one subject we've yet to cover. Something that I had to teach Vlado, actually.
Oh, okay.
I taught him all about bioerasure.
Excuse me?
Bioerasure.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
Bioerasure?
Yes. It's the idea that bisexuality doesn't really exist. It's like with men, as I said, the whole, it's the next step to being gay. You're just saying that. Or with women, you just haven't found the right man yet. So bioerasure is literally just both communities, straight and gay,
Yeah.
refusing to accept that bi people exist.
Okay. Oh, wow.
That's why it's important to create that awareness for
Yes.
your
Yeah.
sexuality and all that stuff, because it's like, yeah, it's real. It's a thing. Just because you don't like the fact that people can enjoy both, I guess.
Yeah. So like people, what are you saying, that people are like not accepting like people
Bi
that
people.
that can enjoy both genders?
Yeah.
Oh, so basically like just
They pretend like it doesn't exist. They come up with excuses and reasons as to why it's like one way or the other.
I swear 90% of the world, especially men, claim threesomes with two women
Yeah.
and themselves is like hot. How can they turn around and not accept bisexuals? That is basically bisexual. Like in a sense, like in a sense,
because
if they're two women,
because it's for the women. They're like, that's why it's easy for them to separate that idea, because
That
this is just a
bias
sexual
exists.
fantasy for them.
okay.
But, like,
What about if I wanted two guys,
yeah, exactly.
two guys and myself?
Yeah,
That's bisexual
exactly.
because both genders are there, and we are
It is
present.
either way. Yeah,
And we're present.
yeah.
Like, and you're enjoying both genders. Like you can't tell me. It's going into TMI right here.
Yeah.
But like, it's like a guy getting pegged by another dude, but like him eating the chick out.
Yeah.
And the guy pegging the dude, watching him eating her out. It's all aspects of like everything mixed together.
Yeah.
It's bi.
Yeah, exactly.
It is bisexual. Right?
It's all bisexual.
Right? But I don't understand people how they can't accept that. Because I swear, how far back does it date to for threesomes?
Forever.
Exactly
Even for
right.
bisexuality alone, and like gayness and
Yeah.
all this stuff, like it goes back so far. But what people love to dismiss is the fact that it didn't become acceptable until
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, everyone's saying that they're gay or bi now or trans or whatever. That's because it's slightly safer for us to do that.
Yeah.
It never,
think-
the number of people never changed. It was
Yeah.
always there, and
Yeah.
there's like records of that.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't just roommates.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's always been there.
With another thing coming, this is probably so irrelevant, but kind of relevant at the same time. Have you recently heard about the Menendez case? About the brothers?
The brothers.
Yeah. And how their dad assaulted, like sexually abused them their
Yes.
whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny that as well. In their interview, they came out saying they only spoke up about it now is because it's more accepted now.
Exactly.
For people to accept the fact that men on men is a real thing.
Yeah,
That sort of
sexual
thing. And
assault.
Absolutely. So that's another thing as well, that in this day and age it's more accepted rather than back then it was so taboo.
You're exactly right. You've had men sexually assaulting fucking everyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what their sexuality is, but it does happen to men, and they. You're like, let me just rub my tits.
I spilled it on my
I'm sorry, yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, it's still like you have this whole thing now where it happens to men, and people still make fun of it.
Yeah.
People still joke about it.
Yeah.
And you have comments like, well, if this happened to a woman, everyone would be in like uproar.
Yeah. So, yes.
And it's
absolutely.
like, yes, they would. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They're not treating it the same.
No.
So that is a perfectly valid like issue that exists, because once again, men are making it difficult for men to acknowledge the fact that men get sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking women are the most empathetic ones in that circumstance.
Yeah,
which is
100%.
wild.
But we are also the most accepted in this sense as well.
Yeah.
Which is so sucky, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like coming from our end for you, like that's hard.
With your bisexuality,
Yeah.
how did you come out to your parents?
Oh.
And how do they take it?
Oh, okay. Look, I'm not really that close with my mum and dad in that sense, where I see them all the time and have that conversation with them. So
So
like,
did you ever really disclose that you were bi?
No, because I feel like I don't have that conversation with them.
Okay.
So like, because like I don't bring like partners home to my family because I don't date. But I don't think my mum's ever really questioned it. And I'm
She
not
just
even,
gets it.
I'm not even kidding. Like, I just think I haven't said anything to my parents, and they don't suspect a thing, because I haven't like.
They've never like asked you about who you're seeing?
No, I don't disclose anything to my parents. Just because, look, my mum gets obsessed.
They don't care.
I think. No, well, I mean, I think Maybe they don't care. Like, maybe they don't give a shit.
They're like, are you still getting A's on your exam?
Honestly, are you saving your money?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's all they care about.
Are you eating? My mom would ask me all the time. And I was like, nah, that's why I'm still alive. Like, bro.
The last time my mum and I spoke, it was about my boob job. I think if I said to my mum, like, look, I like women, she'd kind of be like, okay. So
That's
I don't think
sweet.
she would care.
That's
I don't
nice.
think my dad would care either.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they might know now. It's a surprise. Surprise.
I mean, they would have seen from like, if they've watched the first episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they did. My mum watched it 4 times. I'm not kidding. She showed everyone.
That's so good. I love
Yeah,
that.
she showed
I love that.
everybody. Yeah.
It was so funny. It was so good. And it ended up becoming like, so it started on the back burner in terms of the data, the analytics.
Yeah.
Because, literally because you're a woman. And most of the demographic for this podcast has been gay guys.
Yes.
And so it's like they didn't realize how good an episode it was because they'd still prefer to see a guy.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
But once they realized, because I was making references in other episodes
Yeah.
to how good it was, everyone went and watched it. And it's like one of the more popular episodes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. That is such a slay. I love that.
Love it.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this podcast, like this one coming out, because everyone's so opinionated these days.
Yeah, but
And
like
I'm
you
like,
don't have to care.
Do you get scared about being hate crimes? Like,
Oh, okay. Let's make something real clear here. Okay. So I literally grew up in Western Sydney.
yeah.
As a gay guy, I was hate crimed. I have experienced that. I've experienced all kinds of like bullying and harassment and
Yeah.
homophobia. As soon as I got involved with the city,
Yeah.
that's where the racism came in.
Yeah.
Because it's more multicultural out Western Sydney.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's like you can't win either way. Either it's homophobia or
Oh,
racism.
you're racist. Yeah. Oh.
And generally ableism. So it's like I'm copping shit regardless of what I do wherever I go.
Yeah.
The difference is that now I'm like, I will beat you the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah. Like,
I
you will
will fight
speak your
back.
motherfucking mind. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
also, like, I will probably cut you.
Yeah.
Like, I do not give a fuck. Say, for example, like a month ago now, I had a reel go viral.
Okay. Yeah.
One of my songs. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
a section of one of my songs called Home, where I'm listing the mental health conditions.
Yeah.
It's a total bop of a song. It's great. There's a lot of love for it. And there was like ableist people
Right.
saying shit, homophobic people saying shit,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But the way that I approach it is, why should I care what you think?
That's so true, though.
For real. Like,
Yeah.
you don't pay my bills.
No. Oh, yeah.
Like,
You're just
I
giving
don't-
negative energy at this point. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also, if you're just hating me, like, and hating on me because of my existence,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
It's also completely invalid when
That's-
it's like, your only reason for this is based
Because of-
off part of who I am that
Yeah.
I cannot change.
yeah. Yeah. That
It's
you're
like-
speaking about openly.
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot to talk about what we're talking about today in front of an audience.
With the hate comments, it's so funny.
Mm.
I will clap back so that they know I am not the one. Right?
I am not the one.
I'm not the one. I'm creating a positive space for myself.
Mm. Yeah.
I am my own biggest enemy.
Yeah.
Like, I am so critical of myself and my
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
I sure as shit don't need you contributing
No,
to that.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a whole thing. Once upon a time, like, regardless of the comment, when it was negative, it would affect me.
Yeah.
And I would take it to heart.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've come so far in just like being able to look at that and be like, you know what? I just don't care.
Yeah.
And I feel good about that. So I'm going to make you wish you were never born. And then I'm going to, yeah. And then I'm going to make it so that your commenting privileges are revoked.
Yeah. You can't comment on my shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
If you're a shit
100%.
cunt, no, you don't get to talk. Fuck you.
100%,
I
yeah.
have the power here.
100%.
I have
It's
the power.
Your place. To
You
speak
are
with,
my
yeah.
bitch. Like, you will speak when spoken to.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is how that works.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man.
You were so strong. I still have anxiety these days about what people are going to think, but
I think if they approach it respectfully or even like in a neutral manner, then yeah, I'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
Genuine, constructive feedback, you know, you're not meaning it to be fucking derogatory
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah.
Then yeah, I'll acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
If it's just gonna be
you're
like an open conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you're just hating for the sake of hating,
Yeah.
which is very obvious,
Yeah.
then I don't give a fuck what you say or what you think.
Yeah.
You are dead to me.
Yeah. No, that's
Please,
good.
play in traffic, get hit by a bus, kick rocks with open-toed shoes.
Eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die.
I love that you remember that. That is literally my saying.
Yeah, eat shit and die.
Eat shit and die.
No, that's good.
That's what it all translates to.
I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Nowadays, and it's kind of shit to admit, but like I kind of do things to please people, except for my boob job because I got that done for me.
Yeah.
I did get that done for me. But I do a lot of things to please people. So like I get really uncomfortable at the fact of doing something wrong, like big time.
Really?
Yeah. So like I would hate to get in trouble or upset somebody. I just always want to please everyone because like people hated me when I was younger. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was massively bullied. Massively.
Same.
Yeah, massively bullied in primary school and in high school. I moved 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, because like everyone hated me. And then with the second that I turned this age, that's when I kind of just like didn't give a shit. And I was just like, I'm going to do whatever I want to do and your opinion is invalid.
Yeah.
And just because you think that, you know, the way that I do things or the way that I post things or what I say or do doesn't necessarily make me what you think it is. Like I'm not a whore because I post thirst trap photos on my Instagram.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. So like I am somewhat in a way don't care about people's opinion, but like in certain aspects I kind of do care.
Yeah. It's like you've yet to apply it to every aspect of your life.
Yeah. It's hard to break that habit in some
No, absolutely. It took me such a long time to break the habit, but you can absolutely get there.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Moving. I don't remember. I don't know words anymore.
It's so bad.
Okay, let's wrap this up. So with bisexuality, it's a very big topic.
It is. It is a very big topic.
We've had fun.
It's huge.
Yes.
I feel like we haven't covered a lot of it.
I feel that too.
Yeah, you know, like
we did what we could with the time that we had.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go out and drink some more.
You know what? This is a great time for people to put in topics that would want to be spoken about. Because we could come back to this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we
can
could
do
like
a part
put
2.
out. Yeah.
Actually, so if you have any questions about stripping and bisexuality, put them in the comments so we can address it next time.
Absolutely. We could do a second episode on either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we could just cover that and then discuss about everyone else's opinions. Because I think we've covered our own. Yeah.
Look, and remember, your opinions are valid when they apply to your life.
Yeah.
But it doesn't constitute objective fact, and it's not a rule that everyone else should adhere to.
No, absolutely.
Okay?
I agree.
Especially when it comes to sexuality being on the spectrum. You do you. You do what feels right for you. Even if you're in denial, you'll figure it out. Just don't cause problems for other people, and it's fine. Right?
Right.
Like, don't be a toxic little bitch. Oh, God. Okay. So, thank you, Zaria,
Thank you
for being
having
here
me.
today. This has been a fun time.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me and discussing this topic, and we will circle back.
We will.
Yeah.
So, this has been
Sabotage.
Yes.
Thank you. I swear each time that we like have this little podcast, it's get more and more like drunk each time. It's good. I like this Prosecco. I'm gonna get it. Was it expensive?
It's like $25.
Oh my God. We're getting it next time.
Yeah.
We have it next time. Hopefully.
Yes.
Wait. I have an update.
What?
My sister is stripping.
Your sister's a stripper now.
Yeah, from the last podcast. Yeah. Yeah, she's stripping now. She's actually like, she's thriving. She wanted me to tell you because she knew I was doing this. She was like, can you please tell Andre that I'm working at the club now?
She wants my stamp of approval.
Yeah. She wants, because like I spoke about it openly the last time.
Well, yeah, because it's a bit weird. Like, okay, is she working with you?
Yeah.
Do you do sister shit?
No. Okay, no. Listen. No. I can't wait. Wait, we've been asked.
I knew you would be. I knew you would be.
And I did say this before. We have been asked, but we haven't done anything because the girls at the club know that we're sisters. Could you imagine? Like the the dance control girl watching on the cameras going, what the fuck kind of incest shit is this? Like, could you imagine?
Men are disgusting.
Oh my gosh. But they don't know because we put a spiel out saying that we are best friends. But she wanted me to tell you that she's stripping and she's doing well.
Good job. Okay, good on you. Work. Slay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Boots the house down?
Yeah. It's serving cunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.